Today, we're diving into the two generations totally reshaping work, Millennials versus Gen Z.
And why does this matter? Well, by 2030, they're going to be almost 60% of the entire workforce.
Okay, first things first, let's get on the same page with who's who.
So, how they see the world is totally different, and it all comes down to how they grew up. Millennials grew up in good times, making them pretty optimistic. Gen Z was shaped by recession, giving them a much more realistic view.
And that realism? A huge 77% of Gen Z believe they'll have to work way harder than anyone before them.
Okay, so how does this all play out in the office? Let's get into their work styles.
Millennials are all about teamwork, but Gen Z, they're much more independent with a real do-it-yourself mindset.
I mean, this quote really says it all. And get this, a whopping 71% of Gen Z actually agrees with it.
What gets them to work? For millennials, it's stability. For Gen Z, it's all about finding that dream job.
And when it comes to feedback, millennials like encouragement. Gen Z, just give it to them straight, no sugarcoating.
Now for the big one, tech. Their relationship with the digital world is fascinating, and not what you'd think.
Think about it. Millennials didn't just use the internet, they grew up with it. They saw it all happen.
That makes millennials digital pioneers. Gen Z, on the other hand, are true digital natives. They've never known a world without it.
And because they're natives, Gen Z is way more private online. They prefer stuff that disappears, like on Snapchat.
But here's the plot twist. Believe it or not, 74% of Gen Z prefer to talk to colleagues face-to-face.
Make no mistake, tech is everything. This creates a fascinating paradox. They're totally high-tech, but also high-touch.
So the big question is, why does any of this actually matter? What does it mean for the future?
It means we're seeing huge shifts in pretty much everything. Careers, learning, leadership, you name it.
Look, these two generations are behind the biggest workplace shift in 100 years. Getting them is no longer optional.
Which leaves us all wondering, as they take over, what old rules are they going to break and what new ones will they write?